What exactly is probate and how does it work? Let's take a closer look at how the Texas probate process ensures that a person's estate is properly managed, debts are settled, and assets are distributed according to law or the wishes outlined in a will. Probate is the legal process that takes place after someone passes away, designed to make sure that their financial affairs are properly settled. Its primary goal is to ensure that the person's debts, taxes, and final expenses are paid, and that any remaining property is distributed to the correct heirs or beneficiaries, either according to their will. When a person passes away with a valid will, the probate court first confirms that the will is authentic and legally enforceable. The court then appoints the individual named in the will, called the executor, to oversee the estate and ensure that the decedent's wishes are carried out. If no will exists, the court instead designates an administrator to manage the estate according to Texas intestacy laws. Once appointed, the executor or administrator receives legal authority to handle the decedent's affairs. This includes collecting and securing all assets, such as real estate, bank accounts, vehicles, investments, and personal property, while keeping detailed records of everything the estate owns. They must also notify creditors, settle any valid debts, and file the decedent's final tax returns. Only after these responsibilities are fulfilled can the remaining property be distributed to the rightful heirs or beneficiaries in accordance with the law or the terms of the will. Going through probate is necessary because it provides legal protection for everyone involved. It confirms who has the right to inherit, prevents disputes among family members, and ensures that creditors and taxes are properly addressed before anyone receives property. Without probate, there would be no formal way to transfer title to property, settle debts, or verify who should receive what. Probate also creates a public record of the estate's administration, which helps prevent fraud and gives heirs peace of mind that everything was handled correctly and transparently. Although probate can seem complex, Texas offers several forms of probate depending on the size and simplicity of the estate. For example, smaller estates may qualify for an independent administration or a small estate affidavit, which can make the process faster and less expensive. Larger or more complicated estates may require more formal court supervision, especially if family members disagree about the will or how assets should be divided. In essence, probate exists to bring order, clarity, and closure to a person's affairs after death. It is the legal safeguard that ensures property passes according to law or the decedent's wishes, that creditors are fairly treated, and that families can move forward knowing everything has been resolved properly. How the probate process works in Texas. The probate process in Texas begins when an interested party, usually a surviving spouse, adult child, or close relative, files an application for probate in the county where the deceased person lived. This application formally notifies the court that someone has passed away and requests that an executor or administrator be appointed to handle the estate. If the decedent left a will, the original document is filed along with the application. If there is no will, the applicant will also request that the court determine who the legal heirs are through an heirship proceeding. After the application is filed, Texas law requires a mandatory waiting period of at least 10 days before the court holds a hearing. This waiting period allows time for anyone who may wish to contest the will or object to the appointment of an executor to come forward. At the hearing, the judge reviews the documents, confirms the death, determines whether the will is valid, and officially appoints an executor, if there is a will, or an administrator, if there isn't. The appointed person then takes an oath of office and receives letters testamentary or letters of administration, which give them legal authority to manage the estate. Once appointed, the executor or administrator must collect and safeguard all of the estate's assets. This includes identifying real estate, bank accounts, vehicles, investments, retirement accounts, and personal property, They must also notify known creditors and publish a notice in the local newspaper so that any unknown creditors have a chance to make a claim. The executor is responsible for paying valid debts, settling taxes, and handling any remaining financial obligations on behalf of the estate. Within 90 days of appointment, Texas law requires the executor or administrator to file an inventory, appraisement, and list of claims with the probate court. This document lists everything the decedent owned at the time of death and provides an approximate value for each asset. In some cases, if all beneficiaries agree, the executor may file an affidavit in lieu of inventory to keep asset details private. After all debts, expenses, and taxes are paid, the executor distributes the remaining property to the rightful heirs or beneficiaries according to the will. Or, if there is no will, it will be according to Texas intestacy laws. Finally, once the court is satisfied that all requirements have been met, the judge may close the estate, officially ending the probate process. While probate may seem overwhelming at first, the process in Texas can often be completed smoothly and without unnecessary stress, especially when the estate is well prepared and the will is properly drafted. At the Barger Law Firm, we understand that losing a loved one is one of life's most difficult moments. During this time of grief, you shouldn't have to face legal complexities alone. Our team is here to help guide you with care, compassion, and professionalism through every stage of the probate process, from filing the initial application to the final distribution, helping ensure that your loved one's wishes are honored, their legacy preserved, and their family protected under Texas law. We're proud to serve Guadalupe County and the surrounding areas, providing trusted guidance in probate, estate planning, and family law matters. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe for more informative videos from the Barger Law Firm, where we're committed to helping Texas families protect what matters most: their loved ones, their homes, and their legacies. We'll continue sharing valuable insights on probate, heirship, estate planning, and family law to help you make informed, confident decisions for your family's future. Until next time, take care. This video is for informational purposes only and does not constitute legal advice. Viewing this video does not create an attorney-client relationship.